Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing a 12 by 12 layout using the Bloom collection from FancyPants Designs. So I probably have just posted the unboxing, and now let's start playing with it. What I think I'm going to do is something completely like not traditional scrapbooking with it, but kind of art journal-esque, but doing it in a 12 by 12 layout. So here's my thought. And it might be super quick to do, so this might be a short video. I love this paper. I love this paper so much. And if you know when I do art journaling, well, it's kind of like I don't do it all the time, but in my art journaling in the past, I've always loved cutting out ladies from magazines' heads and putting them in flower crowns like a Frida Kahlo thing. It's my jam. So I have this 5x7 printed. I've never used it, and in order to use what I have printed on my desk and not print something else, let's use it. And I feel like I want to cut myself out as close to the outline as possible and cut out a sliver and make this look like my headpiece, and cut out some sort of shape here where I can like tuck this for my head is honestly all that I really like want to do, and then like showcase this gorgeous paper. That seems really simple. Maybe give it a title, obviously decorate it a little bit, but because normally like if I were to do art journaling, I would, in order to get this page, like I would have done the yellow background. I would have been playing with colors to get some flower-esque looking things. I would have had my magazine page, image, slapped it on, and then have done a little collage of, flowers in front of her head in some way to make it look like she was wearing it. And that would have been the attraction. But because this is so pretty and I just want to use it as is as simple as I want to do it. So this might be real easy. Or, and I was thinking like how maybe I should like block out like some of it and make it white, and put that there. So we might do that just in case it's too busy. So like maybe I'll just take white paint, because I was thinking of like cutting it out, and then putting it on white paper. But maybe adding white paint could be something that we add to it. And that way the title, because I also think like a title would be so lost on here. But that's where we're at right now. So let's cut this down a little bit. You know what? And I'll mat it. We'll do a little matting. We'll cut this out and see how I stick her in. So I need my X-Acto knife, and let's see where this goes. That's my thought so far. So I'm running with it. That's all I'm doing. I'm running with it. So let's trim this down. Let's get matted. Let's get going. Okay, so I am trimming this down so that it has a white mat around the edge, which I think is a nice feature. And then I take my X-Acto knife and I go just under the big bloom in the center's kind of ridge where I feel like the photo will tuck nicely under. And I just did it with an X-Acto knife, or even if you have like a pair of fussy cut scissors, that'll work too. And then I'm taking my photo and just cutting along my, I guess you would call it just your silhouette line of the photo. Fairly easy to do. I have done a silhouette photo techniques in the past, but never really this manner, like kind of creating, like I kind of said, like an art journal page, making it like a Frida Kahlo floral headpiece, which I'm totally digging. But I have to tell you, I'm kind of not feeling the photo. Okay, I think we need to change the photo because it just hurt my attitude here, because it was just like a moment because I had a good hair day, is not working. I have this photo still sitting in my stash. She's looking up, she has fun glasses, and she's holding something pink, and I just kind of feel like maybe this could be better. So let's cut this and see if it works better. And if not, I probably have to go through my phone and see if I have any selfies of a smiling me or a smiling Vale to use with this idea, because I think it will work and look really good, especially if I add some paint to the bottom. It'll make it look intentionally painterly, and then I think my title could work better with a whited out background than being lost on the busy pattern paper of it. Let's see. You know, like that just looks cuter, right? Maybe I need to look for another, because the concept is cute. I just think it needs like a smiley face printed on 5x7 where the face would be here more. I do love it still. Now I have to probably use this in an art journal too, because now I have cut the outline out. Let's search for another picture. Okay, babes, I printed it again just to blow up my face. So clearly I'm going to be using these other pieces or photographs for other projects because they are all cut silhouettes. So this is the one I blew up bigger. It just wasn't working out for me, and we're going to use these on other things. So I'm loving this. What I'm thinking, I might add some fun foam and pop this one up just to have something like over my forehead. And then I have like all the ephemera, but I'm thinking, because I took out all of the extra new embroidery colors, that maybe I should do some stitch marks around the flowers. So I got like the purple on the purple, blue on blue, and then pinky, orangey, yellowy going on, and then some green for the leaves. So let's do that. Just to do something else, you know what I mean? Because otherwise I'm saying to myself, well, if I do that, because I think I still want to also white paint out like from here down, like around here. That way the title will be brighter. Because then I'm thinking, like, what else am I going to do? Like, because, you know, you don't need to put anything else over here as far as, like, ephemera, you know what I mean? And title, I'm going to put it once I white out this background. So I'm just thinking of anything else to do to spice it up. Because otherwise, it's a fairly easy layout, right? But it's so cute. Like, that's the headpiece. And it should be like an art journal page. But, like I said, I'm just trying to incorporate it right now into this. So, if anything, I'm feeling, should I sew a little bit with you and then paint, or paint and then sew? Nah, I'm going to sew and then paint, because at least I'll sew, show you that part, paint it, and then I'll let it dry for a little bit, and then we'll come back to finish it up, okay? So, first thing though, after I just pulled all this stuff out, I need to find my sewing needles. So let me do that and we'll begin sewing. Okay, so I like it way much more with it being a larger head photo of smiling and not when I did it smaller. So now I just take the time to just do, honestly, the simplest little up and down stitch wherever it may fall moment. Stitching I am not always used to. I do want to add it more to my layouts, but man, I now know why people wear those little finger protectors like Thumbelina, or what do they call, thimble? Because man, I stabbed my fingers so many times doing this. It was so funny. I was like, ouch, each, ouch, the whole time. So if you do this, do it with caution. And I do add purple on purple, blue on blue, orange on orange, and pink on pink. It adds a little something to the flowers. Because like I said, if I just, went ahead and just painted it right now, it would be a fairly easy layout, which there's nothing wrong with fairly easy layouts. But sometimes I feel, when you're on design teams and stuff, you always want to show the product in the best light possible. So taking the extra time to doing even something like this can make the layout just a little stand out a little bit more. It was always my goal when I am on design teams, is to really show their products in a very fun, achievable, playful, creative light. And so I do it with the green. I do it with all the colors that I had mentioned. This part does take the labor of love. This is the time consuming part. So similar to fussy cutting, I was most likely listening to an audiobook. So here I could have just cut this part out, the part that I wanted it to soften up, but I just thought white paint can still allow it to look a little bit painterly. You still see the image underneath it, but not too much. And then I was able to add paint along the edges of my photo to make it look more intentional, and all those goodness, make it seem as exactly so. So it definitely looks like it was done all intentional, and it turned out really great. Something that's a little bit different, unusual, but if you want to give someone a nice head bouquet hat, like if they're going to the Kentucky Derby, use this paper, and it worked out perfectly. I add a few on fun foam and a few more on my hair since my hair is so dark in comparison to the background paper. And then with the title, I went with Wild Beauty in that white space, and then just kind of scattered some of the foam thickers and some of the ephemera bits around the area to add interest and get my embellishment clusters. This also would have been good if, now that I'm looking back on it, I should have added some sequins around there too. That would have taken it up a notch. So if you have sequins, definitely add them to your layout if you give this one a try. Okay, let's leave it at that. Got the title on there, Wild Beauty, little ephemera, little something something all around there. Did some stitching. Different, but really cute. Different, but really cute. And it's just like this head that pops out. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I will leave everything linked down below for this. Okay, I will leave down below the Bloom collection from FancyPants. I will leave the link on FancyPants design website. But do know that also a Cherry on Top sells FancyPants design. So in case you want to shop for other things in addition to FancyPants collections, go to a Cherry on Top as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And until next time, bye.